everybody.
Morning.
It's Kadri and Danny from Howling Acres Homestead, and we've got a little project on the go today. So we've got our wood shed here. Then, like mentioned in a previous video, it's got to come down. It's not really safe to use. So
for sure. Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through. We're gonna take all the scrap wood, pile it in one spot, all the salvageable wood, pile it in another, and as well just collect all the scrap metal. So what we can repurpose, we will, and what we can't, we're gonna have to scrap.
all right, let's get to it. Underneath all that stuff is a Maxwell House glass jar. It doesn't have any cracks in it, and it's from 1973. So I don't know how it survived all those years, but I can't throw it out. So I think we'll use it to hold screws or something in the shed. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we're almost done. We've got a pile of definitely good lumber here that we can use. Then we have a pile of some good lumber, some stuff that's questionable, but there's probably some stuff in there we can use for different things, even like wood chopping blocks, and there's some beams in there. Then we have our scrap metal pile. So here we've got lots of steel. Some of it might be usable for small things, but some of it's definitely not good. The steel on the roof, however, we can probably use. And then there's some smaller things, some chicken wire, you know. And we've got this here. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It looks like it's for, I'll have to take a closer look at it. Maybe tilling? I'm not sure. Then inside, So we've got some more steel to go. But I wanted to show you guys. So we've got like a whole axle. Is that the right word? Axle?
Yeah, axle with differential hubs.
Yeah, yeah, those words. And then there's this one here. There was also some beams from looked like where horses or oxen could pull. There's an old farm plate there. And then up, you can see like this is all like definitely usable. So hopefully once we get it down, we're gonna pull it down. And by we, I don't mean me. And then we'll go through and salvage whatever we can. And we were just talking, we think that we can probably use enough of this to make our whole chicken coop without having to buy anything. Is there glass broken?
Yeah. No, it's all intact.
That's all intact? Oh my gosh, here, hold on. Whole glass window. Is it double pane or single pane?
Single.
Single, but my gosh, it's not even broken. For the chicken coop.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, also over here, whoop, we put aside some gates. So there are several different kinds of gates. Some are like with cattle wire, cattle panel, and some are with chicken wire, some are just wood. There's an old wagon wheel, which I think would be really cool to repurpose into something, maybe something in the garden. But yeah, some really neat stuff in here. So, you know, we're going to try and use as much of it as we can. We don't like throwing things out if we don't have to, so it won't go to waste, that's for sure. So, back inside, Danny's just out finishing up the last little bit of what's in that shed. I probably shouldn't have been part of this project because I have a bad back. I have osteoarthritis in my spine and probably elsewhere, but that's the only place that got MRI'd. As well as 2 herniated discs that I've had for almost a decade. And every now and then, if I do bending or lifting or twisting and just the right way or just the wrong way, out the discs go and they sit right on my sciatic nerve. So it's very painful. You can probably see if you watch really closely in the video the moment when that happens and the subsequent limping afterwards. Sorry, Mom. I made bad choices. Yeah, so I'm inside. I'm going to make myself a tea and get my heat pad and snuggle with the dogs a little bit while Danny finishes that. The other thing that we've done this week, we had someone come by from a heating cooling place who does fireplaces and wood stoves and stuff to take a look at our living room to see where we could put a wood stove because we really want a wood stove. We miss having a fire. It's something that's always been on our list of things that we wanted. It was kind of a deal breaker for us when we were looking at properties. And then we found this place. And it didn't have a wood stove, but we loved this place so much. Even before we had seen it in person, we knew that this was supposed to be our home and our land to work and to steward. And we knew that we could work around that. So now we are looking to put in a wood stove. So we had to completely rearrange our living room because the only place that it will fit is in the corner over there. And that's the corner that we had our sectional sitting in. So, and our sectional is far too large. So we actually separated it and we've completely rearranged in here. And now it looks way bigger, actually. So I'm quite happy with that. And when this couch finally dies, thank you, dogs, then we will replace this one probably with a 3-seater couch. And then the sectional seat over there, either with a love seat or a chaise lounge. Because it fits nicely there. So that's what we've been up to today, and a little bit of what we've been doing this week, plans that we have, things we've been doing. The next steps for that shed is once everything's out, what we're going to do is get a really long chain for the truck. And I think Danny's plan is to just hook it up to support beams and just start pulling. It's not going to be the prettiest, but I think it's going to be the safest because there's no way we can manually dismantle it safely, especially with the steel on top. If that came off, I think those are flying guillotines, right? So I think the safest thing and the easiest thing to do is to just hook it up and just start pulling. And once it's down, then we can safely sort through the lumber and the steel that we can repurpose for our chicken coop and for other projects. So stay tuned for that. That will be an exciting day, an adrenaline-filled day, I'm sure. So that'll be coming soon, and then we can get the next steps going. So thanks for joining us again at Howling Acres Homestead. If you like, we'd really love if you could share our videos, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you, and stay tuned for the next things that we'll be doing. See you later. I'm just out walking the dogs after resting for a little bit, and I just wanted to come back to say one more thing, and that's we've been in contact with the previous owners of the house, the sellers, and they said multiple times they're apologizing for how the property was left. And I just wanted to say, if they're watching, if you guys are watching, or for anyone else, we're so glad, we're so happy. We really love it here. The house was immaculate when we arrived, for one, and for two, we were really hoping that the barn and the shed and stuff wouldn't have been cleared out. We like to reuse things. We're really glad that the scrap lumber and the scrap metal was left in the barn. It gives us something to, A, it gives us something to do this winter, and B, we'll use it. It's not going to go to waste. So we're like, I don't know if you guys are watching, I'm not sure what you were referring to when you were apologizing, because honestly, we couldn't be happier. So just know that there's no need to apologize, and we really actually appreciate everything about this place, and I just wanted to say thank you. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you.